Welcome to Scarlett Natalia ToysReview. We're gonna read Scarlett's request, Dragon's Halloween. Alrighty, let's begin our book. Our book is called Dragon's Halloween. This is a book that has 3 separate sections. Part 1 is 6 small pumpkins. Part 2 is the costume party. And part 3 is the deep dark woods. Okay, let's begin. This book is dedicated for Herb Sandberg. Free pumpkins. Alright, here we go. This is part 1. 6 small pumpkins. It was October, and all the world was orange and brown. Dragon walked through the autumn leaves in search of a giant pumpkin. I will find a pumpkin as big as a house, said Dragon. Oh, what a scary jack-o'-lantern it will make. But when Dragon got to the pumpkin patch, all of the big pumpkins were already gone. Only 6 small pumpkins were left, and they were much too small to be scary. Dragon loaded the 6 small pumpkins into his cart and brought them home anyway. Later, as Dragon sat carving his small pumpkins, a fox and a crocodile came by. "What are you doing?" asked the fox. "I'm making scary jack-o'-lanterns," said the dragon. "Those pumpkins are too small to be scary." "Just wait," said Dragon. Dragon took one of the pumpkins and poked branches into its sides. "That pumpkin looks stupid," said Crocodile. "No one will be afraid of your silly jack-o'-lanterns." "Just wait," said Dragon. Dragon put candles into the pumpkins, and they all lit up bright and orange. "Ha ha 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 ha," laughed the fox and the crocodile. "We've never seen such funny jack-o'-lanterns in all our lives." "Just wait," said Dragon. Finally, Dragon stacked the pumpkins on top of one another until they were very tall. The fox and crocodile stopped laughing. Their eyes became wide. They began to tremble and shake. Look at that. "Ah, ah," cried the crocodile. "Ooh, ooh," wailed the fox. Look at those pumpkins all stacked neatly together. The fox and the crocodile ran off through the woods, screaming in terror. "What's the matter with them?" said Dragon. "Look at them, they're running away." Then he looked at his creation. Dragon scratched his big head and looked up at the jack-o'-lanterns. "Ah! Ee! Ah!" screamed Dragon. Dragon ran into his house and hid under the bed. "I did not know that 6 small pumpkins could be so scary," said Dragon. And now it's time for part 2, the costume party. To Dragon, you are invited to a Halloween costume party when? Halloween night, time 7 to 9. Where? Pig's house. It was sent to Dragon. Alright, let's begin the costume party. It was Halloween night, and Dragon was very excited. He had been invited to a Halloween costume party. Look, he's reading his invitation. You're invited. Dragon tried to think of a scary costume to wear. Look at all the ideas. He's thinking of this one, and this one, and this one. Dragon could not decide whether to be a witch, a vampire, or a mummy. He thought and scratched his big head. One costume would be very scary, said Dragon, but 3 costumes would be very, very, very scary. So Dragon decided to wear all 3 costumes at the same time. First, Dragon put on a witch's hat and nose. I feel scary already, said Dragon. Next, Dragon put on a vampire's cape and teeth. Dragon could not talk very well with vampire teeth in his mouth. Flum, flum, flibbum, flum, flum, said Dragon. Finally, Dragon wrapped himself up just like a mummy. Dragon hoped his costume would not be too scary. Dragon walked through the woods to the big costume party. Suddenly, the wind began to blow. Flash went the lightning, boom went thunder, and down came the rain. When Dragon finally got to the party, he was soaking wet. His costume was ruined. All of the animals began to laugh. Look at them laughing. Look at his costume. Look at Dragon, they cried. Oh, what a silly costume. Aw, poor Dragon. He's sitting there all sad, all wet. The animals laughed and laughed, and Dragon felt terrible. He walked over to a bench in the corner and sat down next to a big pumpkin. Suddenly, the bench broke and the pumpkin flicked high into the air. Uh-oh. Splat! Look what happened. Dragon was very dizzy. He stumbled around the room covered with slimy orange pumpkin goop. When the animals saw Dragon, they screamed in terror. Whoa, look at him, he's so scary. Eek, it's a monster, cried the duck, who jumped into the pig's arms. Oh dear, cried the pig, who jumped into the hippo's arms. Look at that, they're scared of him. Help, help, cried the hippo, who jumped into the hamster's arms. Oh, a big hippo jumping into the hamster's arms. That is scary. Finally, Dragon pulled the pumpkin off his head. I am not a monster, said Dragon. I am only Dragon. The animals were very relieved, and soon everyone felt much better. Well, almost everyone. And that's the end of part 2, and part 3 is the deep, dark woods. Alright. The moon was full, the sky was dark, and the stomach was empty. Dragon was very hungry. He walked home through the spooky forest. thinking of good things to eat. Softly, the wind began to blow. Woohoo! Hoo, hoo, hoo. It was a scary sound. The wet leaves beneath Dragon's feet went squish, squish, squish. That was a scarier sound. When Dragon got further into the forest, he heard the scariest sound of all. Grr, grr, growl. For a moment, everything was silent. Then suddenly, grr, grr, growl. What could that awful noise be? Cried Dragon. Grr, grr, growl. The growling got louder and louder. Grr, grr, growl. Finally, Dragon jumped into the air. Help me, he screamed. It's a monster! High up in the treetops, a light flicked on. What's going on down there? Shouted a sleepy-eyed squirrel. I hear a monster growling, cried Dragon. That's no monster, yelled the squirrel. That's my stomach. Look, it's his stomach. That was the growling stomach of the squirrel. Now, go home and get something to eat before you wake up the whole forest, cried the angry squirrel. Dragon held his stomach. It rumbled and growled. He felt very silly. All at once, the forest was dark again, but now Dragon was too hungry to be afraid. He ran all the way home. When Dragon got home, he cooked up a giant Halloween feast. He made pumpkin pies, pumpkin soup, pumpkin bread, pumpkin pizzas, and pumpkin ice cream sundaes. Then Dragon ate and ate and ate. Look at all that. Until he was round as a pumpkin. And that is the end of our lovely Dragon's Halloween. We had the 3 different stories there. Thank you very much for tuning into our channel. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for enjoying Dragon's Halloween and the 3 stories. 6 Small Pumpkins, The Costume Party, The Deep Dark Woods. Have a great day and happy Halloween, everybody. Bye-bye.